All right, you guys, it's been over a week since Loretta Lynn's ended, and I already want to watch more Loretta's, dude. Okay, it was like a sickest year ever. We had 12 classes. Somebody went 1-1-1. We had, a bunch of old guys racing, no mud races. If you were to sum this year up in one sentence, it would probably be the year of the old guys. All right, Andrew Short winning 40 plus 1-1-1. Ezra Lusk 50 plus 1-1-1. Zach Osborne going 1-1-1 and plus 25, and then Zacho winning Open Pro Sport too. Now everybody's gonna say what they got to say about Zach racing again, racing Pro Sport, taken away from the kids, but it's like, yo, he was hauling. So speaking of wacko Zacho, he's the last time besides this year 2026, the last time he raced Loretta's when they had the Pro National there in 2020. And they raced it twice, if you guys remember. It was Loretta's 1, Loretta's 2. Loretta's 1, he wins the overall with a 2-1. And then the Loretta's 2, he went 5-1 and got the overall there too. So he's one of his better tracks. But enough about Zacho. All right, there was a whole handful of guys in the front of the pack. First moto of Open Pro Sport, it was Zach Osborne, Jake Weimer, Andrew Short, this Cade Johnson kid, the young guy, and then Filthy Phil. We had all the old guys up front, and then it was the whole week. It was, all right, is this who we're going to see? Is Pro Sport going to be nothing but the old guys, which is, I don't remember a year in a while where it's been like this, where it's been all of the guys that are retired making a comeback to. But nothing's that easy, right? Phil and Weimer end up going out. Phil's a did not start. Weimer gets a DNF. And then we get Landon Gibson and Ryder Malinoski, that's a completely different story. I'll talk about that later. But these two kids charge to the front, so we got Zach in second. Gibson wins. Ryder Malinoski gets third. This kid was on fire the whole week. But, so, end of the day, we get Zach gets the overall. Landon Gibson gets second, and Jess Turner gets third. And all the way at the bottom, you had Filthy Phil, did not start, and then he doesn't even race the last two motos. And then Weimer's down at the bottom too. So the old guys did not pull through, but it was a start. And it's funny too, talking about this, like everybody, all the big time media guys were saying that nobody at the ranch was complaining about the ex-pro guys up there in the front and Open Pro Sport, but yet everybody in the comments and all over Vital is, everybody's bitching about the fact that these guys shouldn't be racing against these kids. They're taking it away from the young guys. And it's like, why not? If you can't beat an old washed-up retired guy, then you're not going to be ready for the pros anyway. Plus, it just makes for extremely good racing. The biggest story, I think, of the entire week, though, is this kid, Ryder Malinoski. Literally, he just started riding a dirt bike when COVID happened 6 years ago in 2020. He was 13. His mom said that he was in team sports. He was playing lacrosse, and then everything shut down and everybody went home. And then they went, well, you're not going to stay inside. We've got to find something for you to do. So they gave him a dirt bike. And all of a sudden now he's at Club MX. He's racing Canadian Nationals. And now he just wins Loretta's. And then it came down to the third moto of 250 Pro Sport. And this kid he's in the back of the pack after a shitty start. Comes raging back. You see him like landing off these jumps in a wheelie, just ripping down the straightaway. Comes back to third, gets the overall. Like, literally, and he almost should have got the Horizon Award, but he didn't. This kid, Landon Gibson, gets the Horizon Award. He didn't even win either one of his classes either. He was second in Pro Sport, and he was second in 250 Pro Sport. But as they say at Loretta's, it's not just about the guy's moto scores. It's an evaluation of the rider's overall week, his professionalism, how he is off the bike, potential readiness, and his potential readiness for the pros. So they thought that it was go to this kid. Personally, I think they should have just given it to Filthy Phil. All right? I'm sure he's ready for the pros. Flick everybody off. All right, another guy who had a huge week was this kid, Darren Pine, fresh off Super Minis. All right, this guy came into the week on a triumph, won the 250B championship, 122 moto scores. First year on a big bike. And then he comes back and he races 450B. He goes 1-3-2, and he gets first overall in 450B too. So 450B stock. So This kid's literally first year on a big bike. He's gonna be coming to you. You never know. This could be the next Deegan. And then the last thing, dude, this girl, Yumina Burning. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. She literally wins Moto 2 of the 65-7 or the 65-10 to 11 class. Literally the first girl to win a moto against the boys in a full open class at Loretta's ever, which is honestly really surprising considering all the girls that have come through the ranks, and none of them have ever managed to win a moto. But, all right, that's all I got for today. That's literally only some of the moto stuff, you know? A tiny little fraction of what went on there. I just thought some of this stuff was sick. I'm just going to end the video. I'm going to play the interview with this little Yumina girl of her, like, promoting Alpine Stars. You just listen to this little girl talk. So, see you guys.